Okay, we're taking a look here at natural gas. This is a weekly to include commitment of traders. Here are your commercials, speculators. Those would be basically those that would use it, the end product. Your large speculators here, those would be your hedge funds, and then your little guy. Okay, so this would be basically banks and producers, the the hedge funds, and large traders, and then the little guy. Down below, it also lists producers, swap dealers, managed money. Down here, management did not take. Oh, here's managed money at the top, man. Managed money at the bottom. Bless them. And then other reports. Now, I follow the big money early on, but when it drags out like this, I usually then switch over to the commercials. Basically, the large specs, as you can see here, they were the longest at the top, the managed money at the top, and then they eventually rolled over to zero. Here's where they finally ended up being net short. Little spot there they got caught, and now here they're moving back down to record about of being short. Well, this pattern here, all you really has to do is just clear this, and then it's a straight shot to whatever big number somebody wants to say. But as stuff narrows and the coil tightens, that's usually a time where there's less risk. And what I prefer to do is short naked puts. That way, somebody pays me $2,000 or $3,000 a month to um, have the right to end up going long natural gas. For here, you can see that it's just basically, in my eyes, been going sideways. So I'm basically being paid rent for something I don't own. Um, but as you can see, though, is that you get an area where prices trade sideways. It comes out of it, and then yada yada yada. Okay, so now here we are down here. Well, if it's at 3, it can only go to 0. And so I look at it as eventually these guys will be right. The commercials prices will turn, and then these guys will come and get short as they hedge. They're the commercials. They're the producers and the banks, and then down here you have the large specs, and they'll end up having to get long somehow. But I just wanted to point out here. Here's where the commercials were net long and prices turned, and here was the commercials who got long and prices turned. And here is a huge amount of buying all through this period. So I'm looking at this is that eventually we're going to get, because we're at such far extremes, when this thing finally turns, clearing here, most likely clearing here. This does to me look like a bull flag. Clear this, we're gonna go back up to this area here, because that's where it found levels of both sides of bullish and bearish. So, but I look at this anytime I see this, and here was a higher low, a higher low. They tried right here. Tried to press it, and the price didn't go any lower. So in my eyes, the hedge funds are on borrowed time. And so then let's see here. Can I take a look at another chart? Daily, this one here. Okay, so where are we at? So this is last year. So this is where the kids got all excited about natural gas moving higher, and that's when I went against them up in here. That I didn't think it was going to work out. It usually the year after a drought, it's usually cold, but then everything mellows. It goes back to 3 years of above normal temperatures, and once again we have something like this going on. That's how I basically look at it. It's basically trading sideways. At some point, eventually, this will come out of this range and take off, and it might not see these prices for a long time, or basically never. It's kind of like the silver market. It sat around at $3 for 20 years, and then finally it left it, and it hasn't seen it in 18 years, a while, 97. So it's been a while. So, but there you have it on natural gas, and I'm going to try it tonight before the market opens on Sunday to do the Periscope thing from Twitter. So I'll do a live broadcast. You don't see the screen, but I can see in real time comments and questions and ticker quotes and stuff, and I can look at some things before the market opens up. There you have it.